let me say that the synchronization of folk music, high life, juju, apala, jazz, and all those things, those genres of music, is intention. The question is, how do we exploit them for evangelism?
In this part of the world, I don't know the part where you come from, but in this part of the world, when they sweet us, they pain them.
Yes, so we can pepper them. I say pepper them. Which are designers who pepper them. I say pepper them. We make pepper them. Oh, I say pepper them.
So that song, popularized by the enigmatic minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, managed to find its way into the melodious voices of an MFM choir over the weekend. But not everyone is happy with that move. But before I share my thoughts and of course Dr. Olukoya's response, let's quickly watch the viral video again.
As you know what, make I see peace. Your mind you know, no go touch ground. If you know what, make I get peace. Your mind you know, no go touch ground. Your mind you know.
Honestly, if we have to be fair, you just have to respect MFM's music ministry. And you ought to have been going there for a while to understand and appreciate how good the music in this ministry is. Anyways, I digress. So this song has gotten a lot of people talking on social media. Now I understand why some people might take issue with it. But maybe it's time to have an open and honest conversation about it, as we are currently having one over gospel musicians who charge money before ministration. But I totally get it when certain people express genuine concerns that the song comes across as worldly and hyper-partisan. To those kinds of people, I share your concerns. And maybe Dr. Olukoya's explanations in the video I will play shortly might make you begin to see the song differently. And even if he doesn't, I hope he can at least serve as a springboard into having a frank debate that will enrich gospel music in Nigeria and beyond. Now let's watch the video where Dr. Olukoya was explaining the rationale behind singing some of these songs.
It's the magnet that draws them to want to listen to it, which something ordinarily they will not want to listen to. Somebody is now singing it. Words are different. Words have to make sense. The sound is just a sound. A sound doesn't have to make sense. But words have to make sense. Words have to have meanings. There's some people talk about meaningless sounds. Words are sounds with meaning. But when the sound does not make sense, it's just sound. So if somebody has given the background and orchestration of secular music, and somebody now puts in spiritual words, those words will overpower whatever is coming with. Because they're the words of God. They're very powerful words. So words are extremely powerful. Let me say that the synchronization of folk music, high life, juju, apala, jazz, and all those things, those genres of music, is intention, is prophetic, it's also evangelical. The reason it is evangelical and prophetic is because we set out, or I set out, to exploit the power of music. So now that I know that music has these 10 powers, the question is, how do we exploit them for evangelism? How do we exploit them prophetically? How do we make it speak into people's lives? So this is the principle behind synchronization. So somebody is singing folk song, very popular folk song, where Kilma, get them to that lasico, my Genji. Somebody not changes on Tishi. So when you start with Kilma, he knows this song, so he wants to listen. But by the time you now move over to what you really want him to hear, he's still with you. So then the strikes, which you will not normally have listened. If you come and say, I want to sing Awutishi, grabbing on to say, now you have to hear Awutishi. Somebody begins to sing that kind of song. So it's synchronizing it. Moves up to another level. Kosi alafia mon gbogbo ayé yìí ẹni búburú kan ló máa gbogbo ayé jẹ ọkùnrin náà láàrúkọ ìlàdọ ìtìlá ẹni tí kò ní ojú àánú abáwá ìyá wà òdì kò ṣe abáwá ìyá wà òdì kò ṣe àwọn afẹlọpàá àdọfìtìlá kú pátá ẹni tí kò ní ojú àánú. Listen to me. And somebody now says, Jehovah, Jerry, we show. Yes, moved to another. Okay. But you will be interested to see how it starts. But by the time it hits you, with what you really want you to hear. I remember I took one song that I synchronized to his annual choir concert. The song is that's the song. So he said when the instrument began to introduce the tata, papa. Some people stood up and started dancing already without, because they believe that what they wanted to sing is can only be Onidodo. But as they stood up to dance, they just had they just tó bá tètè wá kó bára rẹ̀. So Masada couldn't dance again. And she sank in.
All good points, and I'm sure it has produced results for his ministry. But I'm not going to sit down here like most armchair critics do and begin to criticize something I don't exactly have expertise in.
I'm trying to say.
Now, having said that, one thing is certain. Not everyone here would love this song for obvious reasons. The governor of Lagos apparently likes it, again, for obvious reasons. But imagine if the suspended governor of Rivers State, Sim Fubara, were present at this meeting, or anyone whose houses or businesses were recently demolished by the FCT minister. Your guess is as good as mine what their reactions would have been listening to a song popularized by their tormentor, for the want of a better word to use. So sensitivity is the watchword, as I'm sure the church will not want to ostracize any one of its members. Now, I don't know the history, origin, or owner of this song, but without a shadow of doubt, Nyesom Wike popularized this song. So remixing such a song by a church choir is bound to ruffle some feathers, and the church will need to be very careful going forward. Now, besides the choice of music, timing and place are equally important. And there's no doubt in my mind that singing this kind of song in a political season will be a no-no, and I'm sure the church knows this better than most of us. Now, if you are one of those who have overly criticized this song, but you are a fan of gospel musicians like Bidemi Olaoba or Yinka Alashiori and others, I'm not sorry to say this, you are an hypocrite of the highest order.
Dodo ati roisi ko bodo kocha wa je